What's happening, guys? My name is Anthony, and in today's YouTube video, we're going to be doing the Monaco GP, my Audi Racing My Team Career Mode series. We've made one humongous change to the series, and that is the fact that we have changed the damage from normal, just standard damage, to simulation damage. I don't really know why I'm doing this with Monaco as the first race, but we're doing it anyway. But yeah, let's get into this video. If you do enjoy it, make sure to smash the like button and also subscribe as well if you're new. To be fair, considering how much I have to concentrate during this race anyway, I probably could have turned it up for Monaco. Here we go, guys. Full send around Monaco. Locking up at that corner as always. And a slight lock up through the hairpin as well. Not been a bad lap so far, but the understeer is kind of killing our momentum here. Oh my god. Completely cut that corner. There's no regards for that corner. It doesn't exist.
Look at this dude.
God, it's taking every ounce of concentration not to cut that corner. Here we go. Here's our first time lap. Let's see what we do. Oof. Almost collected the Alpine on the way as well. 10.9. Puts us in front of Latifi, but behind Alonso. If you guys are just watching on YouTube, we've just completed our first lap. And now I'm going to go back into the pits and see if we can run again. I'm hoping to... I think probably going to need a good couple attempts if we want to get into Q2. Because I don't even think I saw his name. I'm not going to lie. When I was choosing, I was just looking for names that stood out for me, and I don't remember seeing it. Don't know how much we're going to improve by. We're not going to improve by anything. Well, that's simulation damage at Monaco.
You're okay.
What should we do in this situation? Because I know that we can use flashbacks. We can use flashbacks. But should we? What do you guys think? Should I use the flashback in this, or should we take the L and start in last place? Alright guys, if you're watching on YouTube, we just took the biggest L that we could imagine. Let's take another look at this. So we were actually up on our time as well. We were just slightly up on our time going through this section. Just turning a little bit too soon, and yeah, rip. And the Twitch chat had decided that we have to take the L. So we can't use flashbacks, we've got to retire. And that means we're starting in last place for the race, so.
Once said that driving the Circuit de Monaco was like riding a bicycle around your living room. And it's not hard to see what he means by that. There's no more prestigious a Grand Prix victory than Monaco, but also none so challenging. The astonishing Circuit de Monaco is, for all intents and purposes, virtually unchanged since its inaugural race back in 1929. The faster cars of today, though, ensure the 19 corners past the casino and along the seafront remain as thrilling as ever. A 2.1 mile lap here takes us around an entire country, yet never more than inches from the race-ending barriers. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here today, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
But from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn one. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course, you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
Alright, here we go, guys. Let's take a look at the starting grid. We've got Sergio Perez on pole position with Max Verstappen in P2. Interesting, that's another front row lockout for the Red Bull guys. We've got George Russell and Hamilton, followed by Sainz and Charles Leclerc. Norris and Ricciardo. It seems as if we're getting quite a lot of lockouts here from teams. We've got Gasly in P9, Vettel in P10, Tsunoda in P11, followed by Alonso, then Ocon and Albon, Bottas, and then myself in P16 with Lance Stroll and Guan Yu Zhou just behind us. We've got Latifi, Mick Schumacher in P20, and then our teammate Ilott, and Kevin Magnussen, who's looking a little bit Russian at the back of the grid. Okay, here we are, we're back, guys. Take a look at the strategy real quick. It's pretty simple for Monaco, just a mediums to hards here. I think we can afford to just stick with the normal strategy just because I don't really, the alt strat's not really a thing here, to be honest. So we're going to stick with the mediums to hards for this one, and as for fuel, I think we'll just go with a lap. A lap should be enough. But yes, to everyone on YouTube, here we go. We've got 39 laps of Monaco, just about to get started here. Just waiting for the lights. I think we're waiting on Kevin. Come on, Kevin. Here we go. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights at the Monaco GP with simulation damage as well. Here we go. Lights out and away we go.
Okay, we're monitoring somewhere on the
Getting a better start than Bottas, kind of, just because we are on the mediums. And there we go. There is Esteban Ocon, our newly formed rival. He's also on the hards as well, leaving him no room to try and get past us. There we go. We've made up 2 positions. I was thinking about going for the dive bomb there, but again, we are on simulation damage, so not looking forward to it. And here we are, the hairpin, where everything is just super slow. I was actually kind of hoping that someone had got wing damage there. Doesn't look as if anybody did. Alright, Alonso is on the hard, so if we can get him in the right place, then it should be a decent overtake here, relatively decent overtake opportunity. Plus, we don't want to lose too much time to Albon, who's the next guy up. And you can see just from the distance that we've built to Valtteri Bottas and the distance that Alex Albon has built to Alonso, just how much slower the hard tyres are right now. So again, coming through the swimming pool section. Try not to get wing damage or any other sort of damage. Ah, that's quite a bit of lock up there. Don't think we're going to get past on this lap because we did lock up going into the penultimate corner. So that's a big rip. Oh god, that's not looking good for us. We are trying to keep these mediums just in case we want to go long, but if I keep making mistakes like that, then it's going to be quite difficult to take these tires quite long. That was a pretty forgettable lap, because this next lap is going to be awesome. Let's watch, guys. I've noticed Fernando seems to make mistakes through this section as well. Just have to try and keep ourselves close enough to really attack when the moment comes. 3.7 seconds. There's a gap now from Alonso to Albon. So even if we do get past Alonso, it's still going to take quite a bit of work to catch up to Albon. Understeer and oversteer, I know. Pretty much just Ferrari in its best days. I think of all people, Alonso in front of us knows exactly how I feel right now. Yeah, Alonso is making just about as many mistakes as we are, but he's not making them at the crucial parts like we are. Alright, come on. Oh, finally get past Fernando.
Good job, nice
God's
overtake.
sakes. That took way too long. Alright, well after that scary move, now we've got Alex Albon ahead of us, who is 5 seconds ahead. So we're going to have to do quite a lot of pushing. Let's see where tyre wear is at. Not too bad, actually. Alright, guys. For those of you watching on Twitch, what do you guys think about what we should do so far? you think we should just stick with the strategy that we've got now? Or do you think that we should try and potentially go long?
We're accumulating some wear on the MGUK.
I
To
will
manage this,
say
we'll need
that
to lower our ERS deployment mode.
I will say that the undercut is pretty powerful at Monaco from what I experienced in PSGL. And we were given
Our
some
gap to
warnings
the
about
current
MG
front is
UK as well.
4.5 seconds.
Let me do a quick check on that. ICE is up to 64%. The MGUH is up into the 50s. We're definitely going to have to think about sorting that out over the next couple of laps. I think our problem is here is I am using my normal braking zones,
Gap to teammate behind is 8.8
which for this car is
seconds.
not going to work because there's just way too much understeer. Not really good in terms of turn-in, so I'm going to have to brake slightly earlier, I think. Which should hopefully help.
Look at this dude.
It looks like we're catching him up about, I want to say, a second. Every couple
A new
laps, just about half a
strategy is
second.
available on the MFD.
I think a lap. Jeff wants me to go longer before going on the hards. That could suggest something. Maybe I could go a bit longer than that. And we can maybe even look at going on the softs towards the end. As George Russell is out of the pits. He's made his one and only pit stop in the race. Coming out behind us is currently just behind his teammate, who's just behind me. That's actually not a good thing for Mercedes, because they are battling with Red Bull, and the longer they're behind me, the worse for them. We're not going to make it super easy for Russell. Okay, we at least defended, but he still managed to get past us. The Mercedes just being that much quicker.
Okay, focus. We need to stay on form.
Just shows that we've got a long way to go before we start competing with the front guys with this car. Able to maintain his gap pretty consistently. And I think right now he's just getting quicker and quicker. The hard tires are starting to come into their own now. Oh, have a bit of a slide there and almost hit the wall. To be honest, I'm kind of surprised, considering that mistake we made in qualifying, that we actually haven't made a huge mistake in the race yet. Where a safety car was to come out, it would put us in a very good position, actually. Russell lost an L. Yeah, we figured that out in Spain last episode. Russell somehow lost one of his L's, I think. I mean, GB saying that I took it. I did not take the L. I already had the L. I think Lance Stroll. might have needed another L. They just took one from George. Come on, we're so close now. Even with minimal ERS, we're still slowly just clawing that gap. Albon. Oh, the lockups are coming big and heavy right now. I think I'm going to have to calm my braking points down just a little bit more. Because honestly, I can see a race-ending mistake coming soon. If we don't. Similar to what happened in PSGL. I think we've put a big dent.
Taken a little damage. Watch out for it.
Oh, there we go. We've finally taken underbody damage thanks to that lockup. I think that's gonna hurt us quite a lot. I'm not entirely sure as to how much the underfloor actually does affect the car in the game. Oh, we're even understeering now. And here it is, lap 25. How many laps has it been for Carlos Sainz? And he just... Oh! He just gets past us, and now we've got wing damage. Flashbacks? Nah, I think it's okay not to use the flashback in that situation. It was a situation that I kind of caused myself, so... Like, to be honest, for now, the main reasons that I do have flashbacks on is just in case something happens that's outside of our control. Oh... Alright, here we go, guys. going into the pits. We've got to fix our wing, and we're going to go onto the soft tyres as well. Had a little bit of an issue on lap 25 with signs, and we ended up with wing damage. That's going to honestly lose us a lot of time. But I'm hoping that these softs will help somehow. It does feel good to finally be on fresh tyres, though. We'll say that. Feel like I can actually turn in. We've actually got ERS as well that I can use. I need to catch up to these guys and try and make some overtakes happen here, even with the floor damage that we now have. Oh my god. How did I come out of that without wing damage? Explain, please. I'm so lucky to come out of that without wing damage. What? Alright, let's actually check my tyre wear. Yeah, no, we're fine for now. We've still got about 11 laps, but I think we'll survive.
Our gap to the car in front is 2.1 seconds.
If we can just use this momentum to get past Ocon and Bottas. And that's all I can ask for right now. Especially Ocon, since he is our rival. Oh my god, again. How am I getting out of this without wing damage? The F1 gods are looking down from above, and they are giving me the biggest luck. Ooh, there's so many cars here. Someone has wing damage. Whoever's leading this pack has wing damage. Looks like a... If Stroll's... I think that's an Aston Martin, so I think that's Vettel. Sebastian Vettel has wing damage. Surely. As he is the one leading this pack. Alright, here we go, guys. Lap 31. We've got about 8 laps to go. I might need to make that move. If I can make that hairpin move again, I might need to just go for it.
The car behind 1 second.
Because we are running out of laps slowly but surely here. I think we just go for it. There we go. Just gonna have to send it now.
Look at this dude.
Alright, we've got past Ocon. Ocon is our main rival now, so as long as I can just finish in front of him, it doesn't necessarily matter if we make any more positions. Not like I'm really having a fighting chance at points here. So there's a lot of components. A lot of components in my engine right now that are suffering, are screaming for help. Right, let's see if we can do something similar here with Bottas. There we go. Exact same move on Bottas as we did Esteban Ocon in the hairpin. And now we have Fernando Alonso, who was just behind us and now is in front of us. Oh, I was thinking about doing that same move there, but that looked a little bit more risky than on the previous lap. I think Alonso will probably be the hardest person to pass, just because of being the third man in the train. If you're new to the F1 games and you don't exactly know how difficult it is being the third man in a train, it is very difficult to pass. If you're in a league race, you don't want to be the third man in a DRS train. Always want to be the second. And right now, Fernando Alonso is sitting in a pretty comfortable position. I don't even know what to say. Oh, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it. Oh my god. How? I'm not entirely sure how we managed to do that.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Though I do think the mediums to soft strategy was the wrong idea. It has to have been. Because if you look at Alex Albon is 6 seconds ahead. If we had pitted with Albon or on the lap after Albon, we'd probably be closer to Albon than we are now. Oh, we make a big mistake there and Alonso's looking for the move. Oh, he managed to get past us. GG's Alonso. That was a good move actually. Unfortunate with the wing damage, could have been points. Yeah, it could have been. I would have loved to score points because our main goal this season is to score 5, to get 5 points finishes. That's our main sponsor requirement. And if if I had managed to score points this race, that would have been our 3rd points finish as a team. We'll go for it again. Oh, that was even more sketchy. I think we actually went into neutral as well. Vettel has wing damage. We have floor damage. But I think having wing damage is a lot more detrimental to your pace than having floor damage.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Oh my god, that was very close to being a qualifying situation. That we were so close to doing the exact same mistake as we did in qualifying. I don't think it's going to be easy to do the same move on Vettel through the hairpin, just because there's not a car ahead of him that he has to worry about. Alright, here we go, guys. Final lap. Gonna try and make this move happen on Sebastian here.
This is your final lap of the race.
Max Verstappen with another win. I believe that's 3 wins so far this season for Max. Absolutely smashing it. And that's gonna increase his championship lead over George Russell. Okay, I'm just gonna have to go for it. Just gonna have to go for it. Oh, that was not clean. That was not as clean. I think that was the dirtiest one out of them all. But we had to send it. There we go. We've probably just given him more wing damage than what he had before. Alright. Well, disappointing. Disappointing race. Obviously that wing damage didn't help us as well, as you guys have kindly mentioned. But you know what? I'll take a P12 considering what's happened so far. Alright guys, so for you YouTube viewers, Max Verstappen takes another W. I think that is his 3rd race. The only race he didn't complete is the only race that he hasn't won so far, followed by Sergio Perez and George Russell in P3, rounding off the podium. And then Lewis Hamilton, again, losing more points than Max Verstappen as he finishes in P4 with Carlos Sainz in P5. We pretty much screwed over him potentially going for any more positions just because it took so long for him to pass us. And then we've got Yuki Tsunoda, Lando Norris, Daniel Ricciardo, Charles Leclerc, and Pierre Gasly rounding off the top 10 with Alex Albon, myself in P12, Sebastian Vettel, who had wing damage luckily, so it allowed us to be able to catch up to a lot of these guys here. So we have Vettel, Alonso, Bottas, and Ocon, who were all in a train that we managed to get past. And then we've got Lance Stroll, Nicholas Latifi, Callum Aylott, and Mick Schumacher with the... Well, actually, no. Guan Yu Zhou did finish, and he finished in last place. I'm actually kind of surprised, guys. I mean,
She put Seb out!
Nobody DNF'd, and we didn't have a single safety car. This is simulation damage. Almost tripling his lead to George Russell, and then ourselves. We stay with 8 points. Callum Aylott stays with 1 point, and yeah. Other than that, nobody else has scored any points. We're still in P8 in terms of the constructors, which is, again, it's okay, just as long as we're not losing too many points to Alpine / Aston Martin, who I have made my main rivals during this season. Alright guys, if you're watching on YouTube, this is going to be the end of the video. I'm going to make all the upgrades and all the necessary stuff in the next video. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button. If you're new around here, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in my next career mode video.